Well, things didn't go as planned on the videos today. It rained, and so I wanted to pot some containers for you, and us do that together. But I didn't get to do that. It rained today. It was a steady rain all day. But I've got a few cute clips I thought I'd just include in today's video and share some things with you. I've got some herbs, herbal tea, some herbs that I'm putting together, and then a few money-saving tips that I'll share with you today. And that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm glad you're here. And I'll just share with you what I can, even though it's raining. Good morning. Well, this is what it looks like at our house today. It's raining. It's not a real heavy rain. It's a light rain, but it is consistent. And I've got one of my little granddaughters with me, and we are going out here and check the raspberries because raspberries are one of her favorites. And I think there's some that's ripe. We got to get them before the birds do. So here's the raspberries. I see a couple of them that are ripe, Stormy.
Yes.
I think there's two. The rest of them look a little bit like they're still green. Do you see any more darker ones? So they're they don't ripen all at once. It takes them a little while to get ripened. So she just got two. You'll have to taste them and tell us what you think. If Grammy picks any when you're not here, I'll just put them in the refrigerator and save them for you, okay?
Okay. But maybe not today because our Alexa said that there might be thunderstorms this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, well it'll take a while for these to ripen. Every few days a few of them will ripen, and I'll go get them for you. And by the time you come back, well, you're coming back tomorrow. But when you come back, I'll have a few more in a few days. You know, a little handful is a delight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cookie's waiting on us. He's like, hey, any cat treats out there?
Nope, only birds.
I am not going to be able to work outside in the rain. I've got some things I wanted to plant. I wanted to get some containers planted, and I was going to share those with you. But I won't be able to do that today, so I'm going to have to be inside today, which is okay because, I've got a lot of catching up to do with things on the inside. Well, we are at the Triad Farmers Market this morning. We're heading out just to look around and see what they have on this Memorial Day. I dropped my glasses. So we're going to go out here and look at the plants, just look around. And Donald had today off, so we thought we would just come on and look around and see what was going on out here today. Get that delicious squash and stuff out, but they're closed today. So we've got some of them that are open and some of the stands are not open. We got a lot of plants, not too many people. It's a good day to go that there's just not that many people out. In my car, in this little cubby right beside of the driver's seat right here, I've got a little packet of tissue that I like to keep right here, especially in allergy season. You never know when you need to catch a sneeze or blow your nose. And so it's right here. I've got my hand sanitizer in here too. But I noticed that I just had one more pack left of these. And this is the little pack that I've got left. I've got the one that I've got out there in the car, and I thought, well, I'm not going to add this to the grocery list, this little tissue. I'm just going to go ahead and make my own. So I've got a freezer baggie here. I've got a roll of bathroom tissue, a partial roll that was left, and I have just cut off like 4 little bathroom sheets of this tissue, and I've made a little stack here. And what I'm going to do is just fold this tissue. I'm going to fold it twice. And then I'm going to put it in a little stack here. So I'm going to make my own travel tissue to catch those sneezes and those times when you have to blow your nose, especially during allergy season. It seems like when you get in your cars when that hits you the most. Now I've got my own little stack of travel tissue, and I'm going to put it in this freezer baggie because the freezer baggies are a little bit more quality and more substantial. But you can put it in any bag, or you can put it in any container, such as maybe a sandwich container or something easy to get to in the car when you need it. I'm going to put this there in the door beside in my car, and then I'm going to reach in and grab one of these little tissues as I need it, just like I would out of one of these little travel tissue bags right here. So I've made my own travel tissues, and I'm going to take a little piece of absorbent paper and stick it and put a few drops of essential oil on it. I've got patchouli here. You can use whatever you like. You can use lemongrass, lavender, any of the scents that you like, vetiver, whatever might be relaxing or what you might like to have a light scent of in your travel tissue packet. And you just put you a few drops of essential oil on a piece of absorbent paper and stick it in your travel tissue. You don't want to put it directly on your tissue because there's a lot of essential oils that you can't use straight that hasn't been diluted with a carrier oil. So if you put a few drops onto a piece of absorbent paper and just stick it in your travel tissues, it'll scent your tissues nicely, and you won't be applying anything to your skin that might irritate it. But I thought I was going to do this for myself because, you know, I was on my last travel tissues, and I like to have those in my car, especially in the summertime when there's a lot of flowers and stuff blooming, a lot of pollen and things that sometimes cause an irritant and makes me sneeze in the car, or I might have to blow my nose. I love to have a little travel tissue. Instead of purchasing these, I've made this dupe where I can do it myself, and it's pennies cheaper than what I could buy the tissue for. It's a good way to use up a roll end of toilet tissue, and you can use any toilet tissue you like. Use something that's soft, something that's good, and just do this, and it'll make you it'll save you a few bucks. It'll be handy. Actually, it's a better quality. This is one of the simple, one of the easiest things that you can do to save a lot of money, believe it or not. Now, right here in my kitchen, I've got my dish soap, and I also have this hand soap. Now, I bought this hand soap from Home Goods, and it's a beautiful scent, and it's a wonderful hand soap. But what I really bought this for is this spout. If you can see on this, it has this long spout right here that hangs over this. A lot of soap dispensers that you see have a real short spout, and when you get the soap, it'll run down right here, and it'll make the dispenser bottle really messy. Well, that's one of my pet peeves. I cannot stand for that to happen. I'm like, oh goodness, you know, I don't want to have to wipe this thing down all day long. So this long spout, I intentionally, when I went hand soap shopping, I wanted to find one that had a spout that was past the bottle, so it wouldn't be all over the bottle whenever I need to come in here to wash my hands. So this dispenser was important to me for a specific reason. I use it all the time, and it drives me crazy if the soap drips right here and that bottle looks messy. I don't like that. So I paid, I think it was like $6.99 for this bottle of delicious, elegant hand soap. But what I really wanted most of all was this dispenser with this long spout on it. So one of the most cost-effective things you can do is find a good dispenser that you like, that fits your needs, or your decor, or whatever is important to you, and to purchase that. And this is glass with a good dispenser on it. And you want to get a refill. Now this refill is not expensive. It's soft soap from Walmart, and it's got a lot of refills in it. It says 8 times, so it'll probably fill this up 8 times. And that's what I'm going to use to refill this dispenser with. I'm going to put this soap in it. Doesn't matter to me what kind of soap is in here as long as it's good and cleaning. I even make my own hand soap sometime. So I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy this dispenser, made exactly the way I like it to be made, extending over the bottle so that it's not squirting all over my bottle all the time. I'll enjoy that and I'll save a lot of money. Hey, in the world of herbs around here, Cookie and I are processing the cleaver. Now, if you'll remember when Donald and I were outside going through the garden, I harvested some cleaver. Cleaver is an herb that's really good. It's good in salves. You can make tea with it. It's got a lot of good properties. Well, I've got mine dried, and so I'm just going to stuff it in some bags here. And Cookie is helping me today. He loves the smell of the cleaver, evidently. I'm going to be sure and label my bags. I got to do it up here because he is going to interfere. He wants to help me this morning. He's already clawed one of my black bags and stuck a hole in it. But he's my little buddy and he helps me a lot. He's my little assistant. Now, we harvested the cleaver when Donald and I were cleaning out that corner bed out there. And I let it dry. There's some wild geranium in here too, and that was okay. I allowed that to be in here. You got to be careful when you're harvesting your herbs and drying them that you don't have something in here that you don't want. Now, I didn't mind that. Are you on the scissors, buddy? I couldn't find my scissors. I think they're under Cookie, but I'm not going to bother him. So I just got another pair out. Yes, when you harvest your herbs, when you get ready to dry them, you want to make sure you don't have anything in there that you don't want. You know, you want to be careful whatever you consume, that you know what's in your herbs. Well, I'm just packaging these up for when I need them. I could go ahead and make an oil infusion with them, but I'm not going to make an oil infusion today because I don't have the oil on hand to do that. So they'll be perfectly okay stored in these bags until I get the oil that I want to use to infuse them in. I'm going to try to push the air out and seal these bags up and bag up the cleaver so I'll have it whenever I need it. Now this excites Cookie because of all of the good smells and all of the sprinkling of the herbs, sprinkling of the dried herbs, all that. He gets real excited when it's time to package the dried herbs. Now this is a little bit of a messy job. You can put them in whatever you want to. You can put them in canisters. You can put them, your dried herbs in jars, whatever you want to do to store them. I found for me, as many as I store, I like to just go ahead and put them in a Ziploc baggie. And you know, you can use your baggies over and over. But I put them in a Ziploc baggie so that I can store them. They don't take up a lot of room. I can press out all of the air and kind of flatten them out and put them in baskets and things in the storage and my storage cabinet and spaces. And they're just easy for me to store that way. You know, I can just put them in. They don't take up as much space. So that's why I do that. It was time to go ahead and get this put up. It was dry. And I need to go ahead and get it up and out of the way. I've also got some white clover and some honeysuckle that I'm wanting to do the same thing with. I'm wanting to pack up. I'm so excited he knocked the camera off. I do this throughout the year. I go ahead and harvest whatever it is that I need for my apothecary and for my tea cabinet. Herbs and things that I know that I'm going to use, I'll go ahead and harvest, dry, and then after everything's completely dry, crunchy dry, I'll put it in the bags and save it. And I'll do this all throughout the year, and that's how I get the herbs that I need. And I'll have them available when I need them. Now, if you don't have available herbs, you know you can buy them from health food stores, and you can still store them and make infusions and tea and different things out of them. Make oil infusions so that you'll have it when it's time to make your salve. You can purchase dried herbs at many health food stores, and that's a wonderful thing. They're easy to access, and they're easy to research and see the benefits of. Next, I've got honeysuckle and clover tea right here. I've got to take some of the tea off of the stems, but it is beautiful, and it will make a beautiful gift. Now, I'm going to store some in these baggies that I've got here. Ziploc baggies, honeysuckle, and white clover tea. Now, I love the smell of the white clover and the honeysuckle. This makes a beautiful, fragrant tea. And you can put it into containers. This is a container from the Dollar Tree. And here's one that I saved from something that I bought and I ate. So you can fill up your beautiful tea canisters, which are just jars. One from the Dollar Tree and one I saved from a product that I used up. They've been washed and dried. And you can just fill up your tea. Look how beautiful it is. Now some of this I just need to go ahead and clip through. So it'll fit down in my jars. But this beautiful honeysuckle and clover will make a beautiful gift. I love the smell of white clover. I love clover of all kinds. White clover is what I have the most access to, so that's the one I use the most in my teas. And the scent is just beautiful. It's wonderful. Actually, white clover is used in a lot of perfumes. But of course, when you make your tea out of it, it doesn't taste perfumey. It just has a wonderful, beautiful scent. You can see the beautifulness in the jar. I try to leave the teas as whole as I can after I've dried them, and then I cut them up as I use them to fit them in my little diffuser balls. I'm stuffing this down in here a little bit so that it's a good amount in there. But that is just a beautiful gift. And we'll put the lids back on here. And I'm going to make a tag that lets the recipient know what kind of tea they're getting. So I've got the stickers here. honeysuckle and white clover. So we'll put our label on here. That could be on there a little neater, I guess. Now, usually with a gift, you can just put a tag on. It would be pretty to have a pretty ribbon. I'll go ahead and just put this tag on here. There's also cellophane bags that make good gift bags. If you're having a wedding or a baby shower, bridal shower, anything like that, you can use homemade teas to put together if you have a tea-loving crowd. You can put a nice amount in your bag. And put a little resealable tie there on it, twist tie. Now on any of these, you can put ribbons and little to from tags, and in this case you would want to put honeysuckle white clover tea, and then you would want to put a label on this. You could even make the name of the people that you're having the shower for. That would be lovely. That would be a lovely gift. And of course you can put ribbons on any of it, and you can purchase ribbons and different labels. You can see this says homemade. There's some here it says handmade. Some nice tags and ribbons that you can put on your gifts. That would be lovely. I'm going to take a little bit of this white, and we'll put this to from tag on this jar. And you can use any variety of teas. You can grow your own and harvest your own, or you can go to a health food store and buy the mix of herbs that you would like. Passion flower tea would be a wonderful gift for a wedding, wouldn't it, or a bridal shower. I'm just going to tie this around the top here. Just makes beautiful gifts. You can tie a bow around it. And of course all of these ribbons are recycled. I've recycled them off of purchases, other gifts, and that makes them all the more wonderful. And of course you could buy plenty of ribbon if you wanted one theme to carry across for a shower, a bridal shower, or even a baby shower. Wouldn't it be wonderful to make a bag of chamomile tea and give it to a mother that might need to try to rest? It would be a gentle way of resting and helping her sleep, and she wouldn't, wouldn't be over medicated or so heavily medicated or something unnatural substance that maybe she wouldn't wake up. Be something perfectly natural, and that would be a great gift to make chamomile tea for a baby shower, or passion flower even, because it has relaxing properties. Sometimes a new mother can be really nervous, and after she has her baby, if she needs chamomile tea, always check with her doctor and make sure that's something she can have in her diet. Any kind of tea, she can check with her doctor and make sure that it's safe for her to drink that. A lot of herbs and things you cannot have while pregnant, and a lot of them you can. So it just would require a little bit of research. If you're having a baby shower, make sure you give an appropriate gift. Make sure you research your tea ingredients and make sure they're safe for a pregnant or nursing mother. That's easy to do. Usually that's one of the things they do tell you when you research. Herbs, that's one of the things that'll tell you if it is or is not good for pregnant women. That's always good to know. What a nice gift. I would love to receive a gift like this. You better believe it. If somebody took the time to harvest and dry herbs and create a gift like this, that would thrill me, because you know I love herbal infusions as tea anyway. That would be a beautiful gift to me. And you could make some of these up. Now, I have a friend that she doesn't like hibiscus. Hibiscus has a terrible taste to her. So I would be careful. You kind of have to know people's taste and start out with something that's really versatile for people. Like, wouldn't it be great to have a peppermint tea for Christmas gifts? Or clove?
Yes.
Research and find herbs and grow herbs that are available that are be great for any situation or for really any person. Goldenrod tea has a very low allergic reaction. So if you harvest some goldenrod, that would be great. Wouldn't that be great to have it as like party favors or thank you gifts for your Thanksgiving crowd? Some goldenrod tea, that would be absolutely wonderful. Well, here's some little ideas. I hope this helps you. I hope this encourages you to want to try some herbal teas or herbal infusions and to share them with your friends and family. I would certainly love to receive a gift like this. And if you plan on doing it, just start gathering the things that you need, like some little gift bags and tags, maybe some ribbons to fit the occasion, some jars. Maybe you want to purchase those. These are from Dollar Tree. Or maybe you want to save some jars, and they would be different sizes for different people. Or maybe you could save enough of all of the same jars to give gifts. Save or make name tags, and make sure you label your ingredients, what you have in your tea, so people can research for themselves whether it's good for them or not. Thank you for letting me share this with you.
A pitchfork and I go through that.
Hey, who are you? My name's Banana. Why do you have green stems? You're a radioactive banana. Get out of here. What the? Alright.
Oh,
I'm not part of the team.
what's on his back?
It's Among Us. My name is Blue. Where's Banana? Okay, can you stop riding me, Among Us? Nope. Makes me faster. Okay, let's just go. Hey, get over here. I'm good. Ah! You're not part of this team. No.